H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, coming to you live alongside Jim Hicks and Chris Walker whenever they get a chance to come in. Coming to you live from Houston, Texas, where we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And let me tell y'all something. It's Friday. It's Thursday. In case you don't know, the Chop Shop is not aired on Friday, so we consider this our last day. I got to get out of here and go do some important business. So guess what? We're gonna get in. We're gonna have fun today. I'm gonna go around the world. My starting five. If you got a topic, my starting five and my sixth man. If you got a topic that's pressing, that you just want to, get some clarity about, you put it on the screen. Robert Hatter got you today. Here we go. Simeon Sims, the starting five. Simeon Sims. Let's thumbs up. Somebody done thumbs up already. Whoever that is, I love you. Somebody done thumbs up and love the show already. Whoever done give me them thumbs up. Let me see. Let me see. Hold up. Let me see. We got 1, 2, 3. I should have 3 thumbs up already. You're on YouTube over there. What's up, Chad? Chad, you know I got something for YouTube. Y'all, what is y'all doing, man? Yo, this stuff. I wouldn't, if it didn't matter, I wouldn't tell you this. It doesn't matter. We got to start sharing this show. Somebody nationally called me the other day and said, man, I watch your show. He said, man, Robert, y'all got something special. It's the first time he ever seen the show. He said, man. I said, dude, I know it. I said, well, we got a few people that just love they don't want everybody to know that they watching the show. So they just love to keep us to themselves. And they don't understand this message gonna transform the lives of kids down the line. And that's what we can't listen. I told y'all I got convicted by writing my book, but I'm keeping a journal and I'm gonna have it for public record if my book don't get written in time. If something happened to me, because I don't want to be a generational thief. Every time I pass a library, I get convicted because one of my book's not in there. So somebody might want to pick up this book 20 years from now saying, what was happening? What was happening on Robert Hatter's World? I am not going to be a generational thief. I don't want y'all to be a generational thief. Y'all got some stuff. Daryl Anderson, you around here just traveling all over and shopping from Mexico. Journal that. So some other young couple might want to do what you and Tony. Just don't do this for you and Tony to enjoy yourself, Daryl Anderson. I'm going to convict you today. It ain't enough for you to just go to Mexico. You're gonna be the man when you bringing around hundreds of people with y'all. Ain't enough for us to just go and do something. It ain't enough for me to go I'm trying to bring all of y'all with me. And we just got to start thinking community like that. I'm here. No. They don't mind one of us doing it, but if there's a million of us doing it, y'all got to hear me, man. Y'all got to hear me on this one. Dad, what's up? Hey, D. White. D. White, I hope you just understand what I'm saying. It just ain't enough for D. White to enjoy her life. Then somebody else not. Just so I can say, well, I got a better car than him. I got a better. So what? Journal that stuff, man. Journal that stuff. What else I got to do? I got some stuff. Y'all share the show. We got Hey, somebody said something the other day, and they was talking about these kids, young kids in the basketball community. They was talking about don't sell your soul to buy attention. Don't sell your soul to buy attention. You can use that in anything in life. I'm sitting here, y'all, just, sitting here, just thinking about something. Todd, I saw a video, a couple of videos last night, and it just troubled me. Troubled me. Young man makes to the NBA, has big trade, and he get a chance to play more. He put up a couple, 3 or 4 40-point games. And then one of his teammates put up a 40-point game, and he was nonchalant about it. I don't know what to see. Y'all, I be around GMs and stuff a lot, right? And I know how they think. And I'm just going to show you. I'm not picking on the kid. Share the show. I'm not picking on him. But I just want y'all to see something.
Jock's been asked a little bit about, guys adjusting to roles after the trade. And, you had been starting a couple of games before that, and now it's more of a bench role. How did you approach that mentally, especially with tonight coming in and having a really hot night, scoring off the bench?
Just do my job. That's about it.
Jock's been asked a little bit about,
Play for the Brooklyn Nets. Y'all excuse me 1 second. About to sneeze. Hold on a second. Work all your life. Ain't but 4,500 professional basketball players has ever graced the earth. 4,500. 4,500. Your team just won. One of your teammates, I didn't play that part. I couldn't find that other part, but I heard it. One of your teammates, Mikal Bridges, he scored 45 points. Wasn't even excited about the win. He wasn't even excited about. Listen, other GMs are looking at this around the league. What's their use? Dale Griggs wants your son or your nephew to get to the highest stage. And millions of people watching it. And this is how you show up at a press conference.
Jock's been asked a little bit about, guys adjusting to roles after the trade. And, you had been starting a couple of games before that, and now it's more of a bench role. How did you approach that mentally, especially with tonight coming in and having a really hot night, scoring off the bench?
Just do my job. That's about it.
Jock's been asked a little bit about.
See, maybe because I'm looking at it through a different, see what I've learned, and I got to be a little bit more easy on y'all, but I'm trying to bring y'all up to speed, but I understand I'm looking at these things through a different lens than Rod Wells and Alfio Vizzi, Eric Boeing, and who else beat me? Kedrick Lewis and Simeon Sims. I'm looking at it, not better. I'm looking at it from a different lens. What's up, Jay Jackson? Jay Jackson, I didn't know the pastor was a lady. You just said pastor. I didn't know she was a lady. Yeah, she's good. She's good. But I'm going to help you out. I know you wanted me to listen to her, but what that was, let me help you out about the word, right? I gave you a word, right? What she did is came and confirmed what I gave you. So that message was for you. Thank you for sending it to me. But the message was confirmation to you. I already said these words. And I know you was just letting me know that she was, but I'm helping you out. Some about what she said was confirmation for you. And make sure you take that confirmation and go get that word and apply it to your life. Because that's all it was is confirmation. I don't know this lady. I never heard of this lady. I never heard of this church in my life. And you saying she was saying some of the same things I was saying, that was confirmation for you. I mean, unique. Last night, Mindy, I got a text. I got a text. Mindy, you're gonna love this. I'm glad you're here. I got a text last night, and I'm gonna go all over the place, but I thought this is I thought this was fitting. I got a text from who? Well, I can tell y'all, from Kevin Freidman last night. He said, sound like you preaching. That's what he said. Sounds like you preaching. Can y'all see that? He said, sounds like you preaching. And he sent me a video of one of the best preachers in the country. You got me? He gave me the ultimate compliment. Because this is one of the best. And many gonna know what I'm talking about in a minute. He sent me a clip saying one of the best preachers in the country sounds like me. Hold up, y'all. That's like he had heard a song from you and said, boy, you sound like Beyonce. Or you sound like Luther Vandross. I'm going to play it for you. And this is what he sent me last night. Y'all should share this show because this is crazy. He sent me this last night. Check this out.
Don't tell us that we have to be enslaved. Don't tell us that we have to be indentured servants. And we'll raise up a woman named Harriet Tubman. She'll put her pistol in her hand and lead as many folk down the Underground Railroad as she possibly can until they get to freedom. Don't tell us what we have to do when it is against the laws of our God. Don't tell us that we have to sit at that lunch counter, that we cannot sit at that lunch counter. We'll show up in mass and we'll sit there and make everybody mad because we know that we have the same right to eat well that anybody else has the right to do. And we'll sit there until things change. Don't tell us where we can't ride on a bus. You can't tell us that we have to be relegated to a certain seat. We'll find a sister who will just claim her feet hurt. Yeah, my feet hurt. I ain't going nowhere. My feet. We'll find a sister who will just sit there, and then we'll find brothers and sisters all over the place who will march and...
I'm going to give y'all some more later. But Kevin Freidman, you got me. You got me. Kevin Freidman, I've been admiring that man. I've never heard that sermon. Ever. But for some reason, you connected. You got to understand, I was going to another church, was going to his, before the Chop Shop, I used to go to their Bible studies at 12 o'clock on Wednesday. But I have to, so it's amazing that Kevin Freidman, hey, you can say that about me anytime you want to. When you even just think that somewhere I touch you like that man had touched me, Oh man, I'm keep doing what I'm doing. Hey, can't nobody make me mad no more. Hey, men, they already think they be making me mad. Yo, I just like to talk. Y'all, don't y'all know that by now? When I'm sitting up here talking all nice and stuff, this is not fun to me. It's fun when somebody say somebody say something contrary to what that I'm thinking about. I love it. I love it. I love it. But I got so much. Oh, I just don't know. I want to share some stuff with y'all that I I had a chance to go when I was out seeing my grandson. I encountered something. Uh, I'm preaching every day. See, all preaching is communicating life. I'm communicating life every day. Oh, but I saw some, y'all, and I'm trying to go back and find it. See, what I did when I went there, I had to go back. Duh! Mindy, why you think I played it? And I'm going to play some more of it, y'all, because it's good. I mean, he getting it. He getting it. But you know how I am, right? Y'all got to realize I had a 90210. What is it? 90210 area code before. And I used to live in LA and spent a lot of time there riding around. I mean, just I used to live there, right? The Forum. I used to live there when the Forum was hot. The Forum. Lakers played in the Forum. I used to go out there. Lakers used to play in the Forum before they ever played in the Staples Center. Now the Crypto.com Center. But going down these streets and going to Inglewood and being around and going over. It's a church over in Faithful Central. Dr. Ulmer. I used to go to this church not far from here, so far from there. So I spent a lot of time in that area. So I went by SoFi, because I've been to SoFi before, but it's an amazing facility. What's up, Doug? I got something for you. Amazing facility, Doug. I want to share something with you. Amazing. If you ever get a chance to LA, go by the SoFi Stadium. It used to be the Hollywood Park racetrack right next to the Forum where they raced the horse racing track. So, cause when I first went over there, I said, wait a minute. Where does water come from? Because they got a big, beautiful lake. I think I got pictures of the lake. Big, beautiful lake. And I said, wait a minute. Then somebody said, Robert, because I ain't been there in a long time. I didn't know what happened. So that's what SoFi Stadium is. So right around the corner, like right on the other side, what's up? What's up, Wesley Yates? On the other side, y'all, I'm telling a story. They're erecting now the Clippers' new stadium. All of this in Inglewood, right? All kind of us stay over there, right? So let me see. Let's see. That's the stadium, right? I'm on this side of the street. That's the stadium. But all I was thinking about, what this little man, hold up, this a man sitting at the gate. I went over there and talked to him, right? I wish I can blow it. Let me see, can I make it bigger? And let me make it as big as I can make it. Some man over in a maroon shirt, that's his house right there. Now you see the stadium, that's his house. And this is a little cleaners and a little tarot card reading place. I said, I know them people, they gonna buy them people out. Do y'all see what I'm saying? This multi-billion-dollar stadium right here is gonna raise the price on that little bitty house right there. I hope y'all can see right behind the great car. And that little green, I went in that little shop, there was a little cleaners right there. You know how I am. I went talk to the man. I said, hey, player, how long you think you gonna hold out over here? Hold up, y'all. let me put my picture on here so y'all can see. I'm still here. That's me. That's me. Hold up. Let me see. Let me change my picture. I want a different. Let me change my camera. I don't like that camera. That's my camera. Let me make it I like not a circle but a squircle. So I'll just sit here. I'll just sit me here. So the man about right there, right above me, right there, over there, right. That's him in his yard, right. And I asked him, I said, player, I said, hey man, how long? He said, man, I'm gonna see how long I can hold out. Hispanic guy. I said, dude, do you know what's gonna happen? Man, you ain't gonna be able to get out. Game days, you ain't gonna be able to do this. Because SoFi Stadium is on the other side of that, y'all. But I was thinking about this man. Y'all, I was just thinking about it. I don't know if y'all been out there and y'all have seen it, but I wanted to bring it and share it with y'all. Let me see that I have another one. I mean, y'all, I'm telling you, it blew me away. Let's see. That's the man's little house right there. Let me get me out the screen. That's his house. I came over there, I tell you, I came over there and talked to him. I ain't scared. Oh, I'm in the car right there. Then I got out. Said, man, come here, man. Let me talk to you. That's his little house in that big old building. Boy, wouldn't you like to be him? Hold up. Got something else. Let me see. I think I got something else. What else I do? What else? That's how the stadium, that's how big it is. And they ain't finished. But I was thinking about that, ladies and gentlemen. I was just thinking about that, man. And thinking about what Freightman said to me, and y'all got a million ways I can go right now, Mindy. But I want to go here. Let me go here. Yeah, D was amazing to me, D. Did you hear about NFL player who passed away at 40 after a source say he collapsed in the middle? Yes. I didn't know Stanley, but I know I'm not believing this. Do you think it's more? I don't know. James, I don't know. I keep telling y'all, it's possible. Anytime you constantly getting your head beat in, it's possible. Every time you have a collision, it's possible. See, we can't see our brains, so we don't know what's going on in there when you have a collision. These guys have 40 or 50 of them a game. So, I don't know. I just hope they examine his brain and find out what's happening. I don't know if there's more to the story. He could have collapsed at a mental hospital. That's possible. Why you don't believe it? Why? It's possible. But they got a film, man. Doug or saw. Let me see. And it's crazy how somebody tweeted this. They say it's crazy how folks have convinced us that we have little value. Yet our HBC culture continues to be monetized. My question is, he said, what will the school get? And what he's talking about, somebody made this tweet and made me go further. You know, I don't just look at a tweet, I go further, right? So I went a little further with the tweet. I said, what is the hell is he talking about? What is he talking about? So they got a film out. A film explores the epic 1984 matchup between Alcorn State and Mississippi Valley State, which not only included future NFL players like Jerry Rice and Isaac Hope, but also two renowned head coaches, Marino, the Godfather Kasem, and Archie Gunslinger Cooley. Okay? So this is a movie about those two. What they call them, the Godfather and the Gunslinger. But it's going to be on the NFL Network. So somebody said, it's the schools getting some. I don't know. I hope so. But what I did, I went a little further, and they said, shout out. They say, shout out to the crew of Crossover Collective for working their magic on this film. This guy said, I was fortunate to play a small role in the project, including some shooting with Willie Satellite Titan. And they said, Tune, it's going to be on the NFL. What do y'all think about that? So, cause Crossover Collective, I looked them up, look up Crossover Collective. It's spelled CROSSOVR and Collective. It's a black-owned collective company teaching players how to brand themselves. You know, so it's unique. It's a unique concept. I want to see it. A lot of people like the tweet. What brought my attention to it? The tweet said, "It's crazy how folks have convinced us that we have little value, yet our HBCU culture continues to be monetized. My question is, what do the schools get?" And it raised a great question. Good afternoon, Eddie, Frank, and Jess. My man, Fast Eddie, Fearless Frank, and Jesse, and Kevin Allen is over there at TSU watching the Chop Shop right now. I'm giving them y'all should have been on yesterday. I gave y'all a history lesson yesterday. So it's just unique. It's just unique. I just wanted to share that with y'all because how do y'all feel about the NFL Network playing this on their network? I think it's okay. Get a chance to see it. But some of y'all might not feel the same way. So what do the schools get? I just hope whoever made money off of this, go back and send a check to these two schools. You follow me? Darrell Barnes said, "What's up, Chop Box? I'm going to watch UIW Mexico tonight here in Lake Charles." Awesome. UIW, and McNeese State. That's awesome. Y'all talk to me. Cause before I get there, cause I'm gonna bring some stuff up. And y'all always know how I feel, especially about this summer basketball community. Hey, Jeremy Cunningham, about my people, about my community. My son was a product of this community. I gave time, money, resources to this community over those years. Some known and some unknown, because everything ain't your business. But I saw a tweet this morning, and the tweet said, if you're a parent or coach telling kids and other parents not to play with Coach LP, then you are a bona fide hater and doing a disservice to these kids. He gets the most out of these kids and also teaches them how to play the game. Damn shame this is happening. Then the subtweet, Doug Jones tweet. Then his next tweet, he says, sick of this tearing one down to build yourself up BS. If yours like that, then it's no need to talk down on somebody else who is doing something or how they're doing it. perfect subject for the Chop Shop. Because it's something I've been talking about ever since I sat in this chair. Some people feel that some people take it a little different when I take up for certain people. It's just I just don't want certain people. Why are you tearing him down? He don't even know you. Why? I don't know Coach LP from a can of paint. I don't know who he is. I'm talking about the principle. Yeah, this y'all need to share this because it's a lot of. We might have some haters on this thing right now. Ain't no way we got this many people on there. Ain't no haters on it. It's all right. Haters is all right. Keep hating. Keep hating. But what's going on? Y'all tell me what's the real story. Y'all remember I talked to a guy on the phone one day. And he was talking about how good, not how good his kid was, but how the other kid wasn't. This dude ain't this. This dude ain't this. He ain't this. He ain't this. On and on and on and on. So, I let him hear it. I heard his spiel. And all of a sudden, I said, "Player, why you always had to talk about somebody else to build your kid up?" But he had just said, "I don't talk about nobody else's kid." But he just said he did it to me. He do it so much. He didn't realize he had just did it to me on the phone. You know how people lie so much that they don't even realize. You follow me? Some people lie so much that they lie when the truth sounds better. Y'all get that one on the way home. But I know it's ain't nothing you can do. But I just like to talk to one of the parents and talk to one of the coaches who are telling the kids. Why are you telling somebody? Yeah, Kirk Dorsey, boy, Kirk Dorsey, what's up, man? See, all I can do is go back and look at myself, right? See, what I did, I always said about my son, boy, he got a lot of improvement to do. He getting better. Man, hey man, if he keep sticking, if he keep getting better, he'll be there. That's how I do. What would I look like with my grown ass? Man, this dude here ain't this. This dude here ain't this. This dude, he got him ranked in it. I didn't even know Jimmy back then. Y'all don't understand. When my son was coming out, I ain't know Jimmy. I knew of him. I didn't know him at all. In case y'all did not know this. Did not know him. Ain't never did nothing with him when my son was playing. Not one thing. But somewhere, I think something happened one day and somebody introduced him to me. He said, man, tell your son, point guards are known by their wins. If he wants to get noticed, he got to win. Get what I went on. Get what I told Rob. School you go to, ain't nobody talking about him. Right? You're a little scrawny, little 9th, 10th grader. You got to turn this team into winners. And they'll talk about you. I ain't talking about nobody else's son. I ain't talking about nobody else's player. I ain't know. why don't we just start, share the show, because people need to hear this. Why don't we just start grooming our sons? We got guys like Coach LP. If I knew nothing else about you, if Doug's sitting up here vouching for you, man, you got to be doing something great. And most likely you up there in that community in the 409. So I don't know you, Coach. I'm going from Doug. Parents, coaches, leave Coach B alone. Keep Coach LP alone. Let that man do what he doing. You don't have to tear him down to build nobody else. Y'all notice how I talk and praise every single body? Do y'all think that don't stop my light from shining? We got to stop this madness, man. There's a lot of them out there, y'all. People on the hoops talking negative about the people of the defenders. The people at the defenders talking about the other team. What's the other team? What's the other team? What's the other team? I forgot. other teams. Why? Why? I just want somebody to come on and tell me why. It's okay. I ain't mad at you. Just tell me why would you do it? The reason I tell y'all, the reason I can't get too mad at you haters, because y'all done helped me before a lot of times. Y'all helped me. I tell y'all the story. Kirk Dorsey. Big Damon Jones, the football player. Tight end, played with Jacksonville. He flew in to see us, so we can give him flew him in so we can give him give him our spiel and interview us, but be his agents, right? Never forget this kid said he just left. Doug, check this out, Doug. He said he just left somebody else. And notice, I could call this man's name out, but I ain't gonna do it. I ain't doing it. I just ain't like that. He said he left 2 agents. He went to interview with, because he wanted a black agent, 2 other black agents. He said he couldn't wait to get to Houston, Doug. I said, why? He said, man, I couldn't wait to get off this plane, man. I said, why? He said, man, I'm signing with you. I said, why? He said, man, we done been here all this time. You haven't mentioned no other agent. All you talked about is what you can do for me. What you can do for me. Those guys talked about y'all for hours. And I'm out there talking to them and they talking about us. Y'all got to hear what I just said. He went to 2 agents, visit them, one here and one there. I ain't gonna tell you what cities, one there and one there. He said he couldn't wait to get here. He said, man, it's just pleasant. He said, all you did is talk about what. See, ladies and gentlemen, give you a secret if you want to get in this business. All them players and their parents want to know about what are you going to do in his life. All of that worry about what Coach LP doing. All that stuff with Coach, worry about Coach LP. What y'all doing? What y'all doing? why you got Coach LP must be a bad ass dude. Coach LP, I can't wait to meet you, baby. When they had Coach LP. If they ain't hating on you, Coach LP, you ain't doing that. Have y'all noticed some people we don't even talk about? Y'all notice how I don't? Y'all know I'm telling y'all. Ricky Scott, Coach LP must be doing something. Ain't nothing to talk about the Lakers, man. Ain't nobody talking about no damn Lakers today. Talking about our next generation. The Lakers, they generation and they next. LeBron's son going to what's called. We try go to the USA game. We trying to get our kids somewhere. Eric Bowen. So yeah, you'll be a while before we talk about the Lakers. So you can go on back to doing a comedy, whatever you want to do. But I'm just sitting there thinking about this. Duh. I'm gonna read the tweet again. If you're a parent, Doug, yeah, y'all got to really get on Big Doug nerve, man. I'm telling you, man. Y'all got to really be getting on his damn nerve that he tweet out. If you're a parent or a coach telling kids, if Doug know who the parents and the coach is, and other parents not to play with Coach LP, then you're a bona fide hater and doing a disservice to the kid. That was the key point. Forget the hating, but you're doing a disservice to the kids. He gets the most out of his kids and also teaches them how to play the game. Damn shame this is happening. That's what I'm talking about. If you just come on, if you just tune in, Eric, I'm talking about something about our community. You talking about LeBron James, and LeBron James don't give a fat rat's ass about Eric Bowen. I know he don't. So let's help these people first. Then we can talk about LeBron. But, dude, see, I want to, Coach LP, you my dude, man. Cause if you was a bum, they wouldn't be talking about you. They hit the kid with, why you want to go play for him? Why you want to go watch that show? You had to sneak and watch the Chop Shop. Well, why you on that show? I had to watch it later because I don't want everybody to know because I'm friends with them and that he don't like Jimmy. So I can't let him. These grown-ass people. Robert Hatter, I've been around you for 20 years, but I've yet to hear you say anything negative about it. I can't. Robert, I can't. Yo, if I'm around somebody talking about somebody personal, y'all, I promise y'all, I just ease up out of there. They be wondering, where they go? I just ease up out of it, man. I ain't finna sit. No, I'm trying to talk about ideas and visions. we got to get us. Yo, I go out there to see the SoFi Stadium. I said, somebody had to envision that. I go see the new Clippers Stadium. I said, somebody had to envision that. Steve Ballmer. And he didn't ask for you LA taxpayers' money. He said, I'm going to build it myself. So y'all ain't got nothing to say. Alfio said he loved to invite everybody out to the Titan basketball game against high school in the Coliseum. What's the Coliseum? That's the name of y'all place out there? What's the night? Thursday? The Coliseum. That's what you call the place, the Coliseum? Hold on, let me go. Good afternoon. Hold up, Doug Jones. Who is Coach LP? That's a good one. Hold on. Let me see what y'all been saying. They will tell you not to play with somebody, but when they see that coach, they dapping them. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I see this so much. And not just in Houston, y'all, all over the country. So y'all ain't talking about Houston. That person that, yeah. Did y'all hear what that man said? I had to put it up there because I didn't want. He said, they will tell you not to play with someone, but when they see that coach, they dap him up and possibly having drinks together. If that person that bad, why are you hanging with them? Y'all know what? Somebody called me the other day after a show. I told y'all I didn't share this show. We had a show. Somebody said something that they ain't never told me. They said, Rob, I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna tell y'all. I ain't gonna tell y'all. It just said, Rob, I can't go there. I can't go there. Y'all learn why. Y'all know, because I don't want to hurt nobody. So I can't go there. Okay. Lawrence Ponder. Okay. That's LP. Okay. I don't know, coach. The XFL started this weekend. My man, the coach, Vernon Dean is the coach of the Washington team. We're gonna have him on the show soon. Dwayne, I can't. Dwayne, I really, if I could, I would. When I joined Wheeler, after being at my previous church for 20 years, another pastor asked me why we go. Yeah, wow, look at that. So it ain't LP, Coach LP. Let me tell you something. Doug, you tell Coach LP I want to meet him now. Coach LP, you get the call. They hate on you, Coach LP. I got you, baby. Because I've been hated on all my life. Hey, Coach LP, I'm with you. Herb, stop it, man. Stop it, Herb. I can't stand that Herb Baker, man. It just makes me so sick. But y'all got me laughing right now, man, because that was the inside. He said, Rod Wilson, I have my tickets for the XFL game next Saturday. This Saturday? Wow. They play this Saturday? That's awesome. I know TSU playing in the Cactus Jack Classic this weekend. I got it somewhere in my information. I'll give it to you later. Hey man, y'all, you know what? Y'all made me. Y'all something else. Let me get back right. But Doug, what I would love, you tell Coach LP, hey man, if anybody asks me about it, I'm gonna say you better run over there and hope your kid have a spot to get to him. Okay, Coach LP, man, I wish you the best, but guess what? If you wasn't doing that, they wouldn't be saying that. It's your fault. You're too damn good. I'm just thinking about this, man. Somebody was just talking to me. Let me see. I'm interested to think about what possible West buyout and Harden changing agents will that impact this free agent. Nah. Harden's best friend is representing him, so it ain't gonna change nothing. It ain't gonna change. James Harden know where he want to be, and Russell Westbrook is rumored to going to the Clippers. He's going to the Clippers. They want him, and since y'all want to talk about that, interested to see what you think about Westbrook buyout. Man, Utah one. Man, come on, Utah. Nah, Dan Ainge wasn't having none of that. Russell, great guy. Just rubs some people the wrong way. The way he played basketball. Great guy off the court, just on the basketball court. But guess what? I keep telling y'all. Like the other day, I praised LeBron for a whole about 30, 40 minutes. But LeBron was the reason he got there. Yeah, only $10 for the Cactus Jack ticket. If you like baseball, especially if you like HBCU baseball, it's going to be a lot of it. I think it's 9 games. TSU playing every single day. Go out and support those guys. Let me see Cactus Jack. Let me see Hold on. Let me see old Cactus. Yeah, there it is. Yep. Friday. Starting Friday. through Sunday, and just go take it. They're gonna give a Travis Scott bobblehead for the first 2,500 people that show up each day. Hey, I think it's extra what Chuck is doing with the HBCUs. What is Travis Scott doing? Tell me. I don't know what he's doing. Tell me what Travis Scott is doing, Kendrick Lewis. Uh, I got to go one day. You know, I got to go one day. I got to go. I got to go support TSU. But the middle school championships this weekend. I got a chance to go to one of them before. My first one I ever went to was when Jacoby Osborne was in high school. I mean, was middle school, and I thought it was. I presented the winning team. I think Silsby with the check. They had them. They had a cold team. Oh my God, they were cold. The eighth graders, 7 and 8 graders. I enjoyed it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to come this weekend because there's so much to do. I got to, TSU plays here this in the Cactus Jack. Then I got another event I got to go to, so it's gonna be kind of crazy. I would love to be in Utah, but I'm calling the games. I'm telling you, boy. Yes. But guess what? It's okay. I just wanted to go skiing, y'all. I'm telling you. Also, there's a HBCU college fair. Awesome. This Saturday. Where? Mister. Memphis played U of H on Sunday. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do this weekend, y'all. See that? Also, there's a HBCU college fair on Saturday. So if you're bringing a 13, you can enjoy all the games for free. Is this where? Is this at this? It's the softball game. Oh, okay, all right, okay. Hold on, let's put that back up there. Put that back. I didn't know that. Also, there's an HB College Fair on Saturday. So if you're bringing a kid with you, you can enjoy all the games that day for free. Wow. I like that, Michael Jordan. That better be right. How my folks going up there? Do they have to register first? Do they have to register for the fair first? And do they still have time? You should have told us that on Monday. A lot of stuff. It's branding. He is using his brand to help promote HBCU baseball. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I got you. TJ Ford Basketball Academy got trials. Boy, they got all these trials. That's right. It's that time. Summer basketball. Is getting ready to crank up. What y'all been hearing out there? Dominica. Deronica Horn share with the Chop Shop about the college fair and information about for this weekend. Okay. Dominica, how you doing? Let me go. Let me see where I was gonna go. Shout out to James Jones, man. If we don't support our own, and a lot of people didn't know this, and I hope a few of y'all do, because if we don't support our own, who will? But let's talk about Yale basketball head coach James Jones, right? His Bulldogs overall record is 17 and 6, and is currently tied for first place in the Ivy League. Make sure you show Coach Jones some love so he can have a strong finish. The reason I talk about him, I got a chance. I didn't know nothing about Coach James Jones. He got a brother that coaches also, and he is the longest tenured coach in the Ivy League. I think it'd been there 17 or 18 years. A lot of us didn't even know. I didn't know until my son went to Cornell. I knew nothing about James Jones. He'd been there for either 17 or 18 years at Yale. Tommy Amaker at Harvard. The two creme de la cremes of the Ivy. Two black coaches are at the helm of those two particular colleges. And Jerome Allen, he used to coach at Penn. Like when my son was playing, he was at Penn. And Bill Courtney, he's just associate head coach now at University of Miami. He used to coach at Cornell. So it ain't but 8 Ivy schools. 4 of them, when my son was there, 4 of them had black coaches, and just proud of that. James Jones, his parents, if you don't know, he'll be here, he'd be out and moving around for uh, the Final Four. Great man, and great man, man. I'm telling you, because you got to understand, Robert's coach got fired in the end of his junior year, going into his slash year, and Robert was contemplating leaving and go play somewhere else. I said, "Oh hell no, no sir." But a lot of coaches were contacting me. I ain't gonna tell it on them. But a lot of coaches were contacting me, and I said, "Dog, don't." I said, "Do me a favor, coaches. Please don't try to contact my son. He didn't go. He didn't go up there. He think he came up there to play basketball. He ain't think. I'm not leaving here for nothing." So, and Robert came back with me an option. Dad, what I'll do, I'll just go to school for a whole year and don't play, and I have a year eligibility. I can go to. I said, "No, player. No, we ain't doing that. No, you started this. Let's finish it. I don't like the new coach. I don't want to." And now him and the new coach, they when he was there for that year, Robert didn't. His senior year, I don't know how he performed the way he did, because he had mentally checked out. He was just waiting to get his graduation over with, because he just didn't. He just didn't understand it. But it was just, you just sometimes, man, and I know some of y'all be, you don't want to get on the bad side of your son and your daughter. Always remember, that's still your daughter and that's still your son. HBCU Gospel Breakfast Sunday featuring Marcus Wiley, located. What day? What day? What is that, this weekend? Is that this weekend? I mean, Kevin Freeman, quit putting that that incomplete. You get incomplete for the day. All these teachers on here and educators up here put incomplete information on the thing. You just got, where? February 19th, where? Some people don't know where the Phillips Diamond Club is. What that is. Is that also at Minute Maid Park? Incomplete, man. You get incomplete for the day. But where else I was at? Oh, did I talk about my wine today? Hold on. Did I talk about this right here? Wait a minute. Did I talk about this?
Finished my shower and I'm ready to actually drink the wine. I already poured the glass, so I wouldn't have to do it.
Not down. I got it better. Like this.
I'm Solomon, owner of Solomon and Bryant Wines. I am a proud native Houstonian, and as a result of my upbringing, love for wine, and my determination, I was blessed to start my own wine company. My logo symbolizes unity, strength, and perseverance. Solomon and Bryant encompasses a variety of wines. So go to our website, purchase your choice of wine, and we will deliver it to you anywhere in the country. Choose to be excellent. Make it a lifestyle. SolomonandBryant.com. I'm Solomon.
I'm back. Okay. I got you. All right. Thank you for putting that incomplete stuff up there, man. Because you got to understand, people just coming onto the feed and they don't know what you're talking about. But so they got an HBCU gospel brunch gospel breakfast Sunday featuring Marcus Wiley. This is interesting. Okay. They doing Jim Crane's Jim Crane trying to make me like him. Y'all, because I know ain't none of this being done without Jim Crane saying okay now. Just want to let y'all know that. Let me give me a listen. Jim Crane, who happened to be the Rockets owner. But I got a couple of quick tweet bags for you. Please remove my incomplete out my grade book. I got my tweet bag. I got a tweet bag. I saw some tweets I want. Doug, I'm glad y'all here. Where my basketball people at? I want to help y'all. Y'all got to help me. Okay. Let's see. Let me read them first. Let me read one. They said, hold on. They said, why so many basketball players wanting to get a D1 scholarship? Honestly, what does it take to get a D1 scholarship? The right AAU high school team, the right height, luck, athleticism, scoring 25 points a game, or social media hype. Why so many players wanting to get these one scholarships? He said, honestly, what does it take? What does it take to get a D1 scholarship? Duh. Mark Edwards, what does it take? Does it take the right AAU team, high school team, the right height, luck, athleticism, scoring 25 points a game, or social media hype? Y'all talk to me. Mandy, notice I said he's trying to get me to like him. So social media hype help you get a D1 scholarship, Mark Edwards? Scoring 25 points a game helps you get a D1 scholarship? Social media hype help you? You say all of the above? Somebody help me. Doug, does social media type hype help you get a D1 scholarship? I'm just saying. Luck. Yeah, gotta be luck. Height. Yeah. Athleticism. But social media hype. That's interesting. So somebody came back. I'm waiting on y'all to give me some comments. So Rick Brown, you ain't got nothing to say. Kevin Freeman, you ain't got nothing to say. Let me see who else on here. Let me see who I'm talking to. Because y'all ain't saying all the above. Mark Edwards is the only one want to talk. Michael Jordan, I can't believe you. Trey Phillips, you ain't saying nothing. Alfio, you in a class full of athletes. You talk about the TJ Ford Academy, and you ain't got nothing to say. Kendrick Lewis, you got something to say about every damn thing, and you ain't got nothing to say. Hold up, y'all. Let me go down. Let me see. Craig, I know you got some. Going to be a great time with the college fair. Craig, you ain't got nothing to say. Who else? Dwayne, you ain't got. Rod Wells, you might not have. Dwayne, Robbie Young, you might not. Trey Phillips. Let me see if anybody says something. Let me see. Only 2 answers are correct. Which 2 answers are correct? Wesley Yates. Sometimes it takes the right AAU program. Sometimes it takes the right high school program. Sometimes the right. Okay. But social media hype, that helps you. It takes a lot of hard work. Look at Miss Karima. I got to call you too. Miss Karima, I got to call you. Okay? Got to call you. She said it takes a lot of hard work. Academically making sure you are prepared. Okay. I like that. Certain amount of exposure and be good enough. I like that. We're at TJ's sometimes twice a week. Okay. All of the above, there are plenty of athletes that have benefited from all of the above. So it's athletes has benefited from social media hype. Oh, you talking about Mikey Williams? I think Mikey Williams is good enough without the hype. I think he would have been a D1 player. That's just me. I don't know. Y'all help me. The question was, here we go. Let me do it again. Somebody tweeted this out. With so many players wanting to get D1 scholarship, everybody want to get a D1. Let's do me a favor and share the show right now to everybody who want to get a D1 scholarship. I'm finna help them. I'm helping them today. I'm gonna help them. But it said, not help. I'm gonna help them. Honestly, what does it take, y'all, to get a D1 scholarship? The right AAU team, high school team? I know a lot of people been on the Houston Hoops, EYBL team, and ain't got no scholarship. High school team. Height help. Look, athleticism, yeah. Scoring 25 points a game, they'll look at you. Somebody help me. That was your question. Here's the question. I'm sorry. I ad-lib a little bit. The right AAU team, Michael Jordan, the right height, luck, athleticism, scoring 25 points a game, or social media hype. What does it take to get a D1 scholarship? Without grade, it's a mute conversation. God-given ability, hard work, character, body language, academic standards. Chad, I'm glad you said something. So, but Chad, I know a lot of guys going the Division I basketball. I got to watch what I said. It's lacking in the character department, Chad. Do you think those guys at New Mexico State had character? Sexually abusing their teammate? The guy that got on the team bus and had a pistol, meet the girl? Character? Character. Social media may put some attention, but height, skill, it's much more, gets it done. Absolutely. Did you mention grades? No, I didn't mention that. Because guess what? I hate to say this, Angel. With so many players want to get D1 scholarships, honestly, what does it take? The right AAU team. Let's assume when they got the right grades. Okay. AAU team, height, luck, athleticism, scoring 25 points a game, social media hype. Physical attributes, basketball IQ, platform of exposure. It takes him a do. See, I know I was gonna call my coach. Call me some more coach. Where is the hell is Coach Woods? I know he's getting ready for the playoffs. Coach Woods, I need you today. It takes 1,000 hours in the gym and God-given ability. All other things are icing on the cake that makes yourself appealing. I like that. You got to know what you're doing, man. And grades, of course. Yes. Let's assume. I don't agree with okay, I like that. You don't agree with the contributing fact. I would hope that the coaches are seeking a kid who fits their program over social media. Yeah, okay. Me too. Consistency. It's a good one. If you can play, they will find you. Coaches follow players, not teams or shoe deal teams. Ooh, I know what you mean. Hey, y'all. Them coaches coming to see players. So let's make your young fella a player. Okay? All right, let's go. Every region of the country has gatekeepers who get calls on kids and college. Yeah, we understand that. We understand it. We understand. We understand. But if your ass ain't good enough, ain't nothing the gatekeeper can do. The gatekeeper get his goddamn key taken from him if he send one of them bombs to these people. So you got to have talent. Ain't got nothing to do with no gatekeeper. We talking about getting a Division I scholarship. Ain't got nothing to do with no gatekeeper. Because a gatekeeper can't get just no anybody in. Gatekeeper can't get little Johnny in, man. Not Division I. Y'all notice I said Division I. Them 353 schools I'm talking about. Who coaches gonna get fired. Who coaches who can win 20 games a year. And y'all still think he can't coach. It takes talent, determination, tenacity, and good grades. Yeah, Mr. Cunningham got a great question. Relationships, hard work, athletic, have the talent and the grades for the program. Jimmy is a case. Yeah. But if Jimmy can be what the hell he want to. If little Johnny can't play, Rodney Terry gonna hang up on his ass talking about come playing at what you call. So gatekeeper ain't got nothing to do with it. It's definitely a D1 player. There are a few players with D1 height that have benefited from social media. But they end up where they were supposed to be. I like that. So social media can fool somebody. I'm not talking about the fooling part right now. I'm talking about, I don't know. I didn't know what. Oh, Mindy, you didn't know. Mindy, hold up. You know I look out for my Mindy. Mindy, first of all, I'm just going to go off the dome right now, Mindy. New Mexico State, right? They had a player. He on their team. He went to a football game early in the year and got to fighting with some people from New Mexico, Albuquerque. Okay? They got to fight. Evidently, he whooped somebody's ass so good, Mindy. The people who he whooped were smart enough to circle the calendar and said New Mexico State gonna come and play New Mexico in basketball, and the basketball player gonna come to town. So guess what? They get a girl, which was one of the guy's girlfriends, get her to reach out to him and say, man, when you in town, you hit me up. You can come over here, man. You can do a little something, whatever you want to do. Right? Mindy, we can do a little something strange, right? So, Mindy, the dude leave his team. He owned the team's dime. Come down there. Gets a ride over there to meet the girl. But, Mindy, it was an ambush. I showed the ambush on the show one time. 1, 2, 3, 4 dudes surrounded him. One dude had a gun, one dude had a bat, hit him in the leg with the bat, he ran. The other dude was shooting at him, shot him in the leg. He had a gun, he shot back and killed one of the dudes and everybody else ran. This is a Division I basketball player who had, I guess he had the right AAU team, he had the right height, he was lucky, he had athleticism. I don't know if he scored 25 points a game or not. I don't know if he had social media height, but he was a Division I player. And then they find out, Mindy, that I think they're trying to fire the coach for cause so they won't have to pay him, Mindy. So they saying the coach ain't got control of the program because they find out three of the teams was hazing the younger guy and was in a sexual nature. A younger player and a sexual nature and a whole lot of other violations. So they guess what they did? Some unprecedented. Guess what they did, Mindy? They shut down the whole basketball program. They forfeit all the rest of the games. They ain't playing. They was in last place. I forgot to tell you that. They was getting their ass whooped. They was in last place. And Mindy, that's what happened at Texas. So guess what? That's what happened at New Mexico State. I thought you probably weren't on the show that day. We talked about it. So that's what was going on. Now I'm gonna go up the thing. That was out of character. Okay. Got to beat out a lot of dudes in the transfer portal. Ooh, thank you, Sterling. I'm going back down, y'all. I'm a little behind because when Mendy say something, I stopped and addressed it. Michael Jordan said, in my opinion, coaches must win at almost all costs. So some characteristics may get overlooked if they believe that pick. Absolutely. Mark Edwards said, hell, it takes 1,000 hours just to commit them up. Absolutely. I never forget, y'all, when me when me and my son used to work out, right? That's why he said he liked to work out with me, because I spend more time. And when I told him we working on this move right now in the summer, so you're gonna be able to use it in the fall. You might not, you can try it in the summer, but in the fall, it's gonna just come to you. He had this crossover. He crossed it over, and behind his back was so smooth because he used to always do it. It came natural to him. And I had to show him, but you got to sell the first move, because he'll just cross over and go behind his back. I said, you got to sell like you're going that way and come back. But it took him months. It took him months to perfect it. But once he got it, oh my God. Troy B. Anderson said talent. Yep. He said, I can make 10 kids in my region I can name, 10 kids in my region. Let me see, I love y'all questions. I love y'all answers. I can name 10 kids in my region who have received D1 scholarships at the wrong levels because of gate people. I got you. And they will be. Okay, we ain't talking about levels. We just talking about getting it to D1. I got you, Mark. I know what you're talking about, though, Mark. I like that. He said, I'm on the golf course. How the hell are you on the golf course in this rain? How is you on the golf course and it's looking like this out here, Eric? Eric, you desperate as heck. The wind blowing, it looked like, let me see what the weather like, man. This man gonna piss me off, man, knowing I want to be on the golf course. But it's a flash flood running, man. The hell wrong with you? He on the golf course. Mindy. Yeah, Mindy. He said, them some sneaky goobers. I knew the coach got fired, but wow. She said, the girl invited him over to bed wrestle. The whole program in New Mexico State is disbanded. Sex, yes. Yes. I ain't got no details. I don't want to hear all that on that. I want that. Man, Eric talking about he on the golf course. You got to be out your mind out there, man. Me bad as I want to be out there, he talking about he out there. But what else I got? Hold up. I got another one for y'all. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, somebody came. Let me give you some. Let me help people. Karima, somebody came back and tweeted and said, a D1 scholarship requires a combination of factors, including talent, hard work, dedication, and the right support system. That's very important. The right support system. And I'm going to tell you why. This year, a couple of players is close to me. People were talking about they ought to leave, and they were thinking about leaving their schools. Robert Howard said, no, player. No. Think about it. Table it. But is it a better situation? That's why it's good to have people, support people who ain't gonna kiss your sons behind. All of these groupie ass people. Listen to me. Karima, all of y'all. All of these groupie ass people following your kid around. Limit it now. Limit it now. Closer you let them get to your kid. Extra voices when you trying to tell your kid You trying to save your kid's life. Because this is about your son's life to you. To them, he's just another basketball player. I want y'all to hear me on what I just said. Serious now. The right support system. Because all the time, mamas and daddy, they ain't going to want to go to you. They going to go, because y'all going to tell them no. They going to go to the yes guys. You got to have somebody around them say, whoa, 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 slow down, player. I don't care how big and strong your ass is, slow down. Players who are able to showcase their abilities, stay focused, and maintain a strong academic record will have the best chances of securing a scholarship. Thank you for all of those, Karima, and all the parents out there that talked about academics. You got to. Because they can't play you if you ain't in class, man. You got to go to class. Some of these lazy ass dudes just don't even want to go to class. They think they came to school to play basketball. And not realize all of this education, all of these people on this thing coming to the school to get something, they ain't playing basketball. They come to get something else. And you ain't curious to what they coming for? Y'all, we got to recondition our babies' minds out here. Then somebody else said, I think it's a metric. Being 6'5" plus, with ball control and or the ability to shoot, the taller player, the taller the player, the less ball control is mandated. I don't think many colleges want short guys at the D1 level. Of course, there are exceptions that you can pass on, that you can't pass on. But height is a big factor. I'm just going by these people. Somebody said a lot of factors, Robert, but scoring a lot of points is the biggest misconception. I see a lot of guys averaging 30 points a game who have 0 D1 offers, D2, D whatever. And I've coached guys that average 17 points a game and made it to D1. Of course. Hey, hold up. Watch this. Hold up. Can I send a text out right quick? Watch this. Can I send a text out right quick? Wait a minute. Y'all know I am. Hold up. I got y'all, I got y'all today. Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm on one today. I see y'all right now. Hold up. Mark said, I agree. A good support system is important to make sure your kid don't make school choices that are not in their best interest. Everybody wants to be a high major, but may low mid. I got you. Lower mid D1 is best. Yes. The first stop a college coach makes when they arrive at high school campus is the registrar's office. The pool. Oh my goodness. I'm just throwing it out there with y'all. I'm just throwing it out there. I love that one. Because they do. Hey, hold up, y'all. Got something else for you. Hold up. He said, it really is just a combination of all of these, to be honest. I think some of y'all said that. Y'all got to understand. Listen, parents, Division I is a different type of level. Somebody said that on there. Mark Edwards said level. Like you really have to grind and sacrifice so much to play at that level. Your baby might not call you as much as you think. Man, I never forget Robert's mama and grandmama really took it personal that he wasn't calling them back. But he had to call me back because what? I'm the one who worked the plan to get him there. So he always had, I just knew not to wear the kid. Mamas, when they go off to college, they might not call you. That's why I say y'all got to share this show. Kim, I'm so upset with my grandson. I said, why, mommy? Well, he haven't called me in a while. I said, mommy, he loves you. I said, I'm the one paid the phone bill. He ain't called me. How you not pay the dude? How you not? He got to call me. When the bursar, he got to call me because the bursar's office gonna say, hey, player, it's a bill up here. Got to call me. But mamas, I know it's gonna hurt you a little bit now. But understand, man, that kid ain't got time to do nothing. Especially in my situation. My son went to Ivy League school. It was great. I knew what his schedule was. But I had, mama, I had a relationship with the coaches. So I had a relationship with his teammates. Mama, I'm finna help you, mama. I'm finna help you. I had a relationship with the coaches and the teammates. So one or two teammates. So I always knew where he was, and he was okay. Cause mama, I'm telling y'all, mamas, when he get up there, listen, mamas, and one of them little girls kiss him on his neck, you ain't his favorite girl no more. I know you don't get mad. I'm telling you, mama. You ain't his favorite girl. You his girl. But the one he over there practicing with, studying with, and I see you, Jimmy, and hanging out with mama. It's different. She said, I think it shows they've adjusted. Mindy, yes, that's part of it. Stop it, Trey Phillip. That's part of it. But Mindy, I had to deal with mama and grandmama. Because grandmama was really taking it personal. Because what? Close-knit family. But when he went to college, it changed. She said, my son plays a D1 school. I talk to him once a week. However, I understand Grace Prime. D. White, you bless. D. White, if he calling you once a week, you doing good, girl. I'm just telling you. Oh, my God. I'm telling you, D. White, you better get on your knees and say, okay, thank you, Jesus. D. White, see, D. White, he got to talk to you because if you ain't, I'm telling you, I know he had to call me at some point. Because what? He wants some money. He want something. A new coat, a new something. Dad get you. And then once you get the coat, he cool. But I knew, Jamie, I'm just trying to tell people, mamas, how to adjust when your kid go off to college. And because I was talking about questions, what it takes to be a D1 player. And somebody, let's see, somebody said a note to this, said many players and parents want to go to school for free, but they don't want what's involved in earning and maintaining a D1 scholarship. Like the eye test. the performance versus D1 talents, intangibles, grades, attitudes, environments, conditions, validations, multiple coach feedback and rankings. One coach said that's his top 4, Robert, because they was just sending me characteristic of what it takes to be a D1 player, Jimmy. Because the main question was players want D1 scholarship, but what does it take? Somebody said, is it the right AAU team, the right height, is it luck, is it athleticism, is it scoring 25 points a game, is it social media hype? What does it take? You know, and a coach said, Jimmy, you can have it all. Jimmy, the right build, the right AU team, the talent, the support system. Then he said, but without the man upstairs, you're coming up short. This one coach sent me this and said, in my opinion, do all of the above and have faith and trust in a higher power, thus prayer and work. Tell them young kids. I mean, it's just unbelievable because I keep getting texts and mamas. Oh, and I know what you mamas want. Y'all mamas just want to make sure your baby's okay. Like Deion Sanders said something. He said, mamas want to know where my baby gonna eat, where he gonna eat, how many times he gonna eat, where he gonna sleep, where he gonna be. Mamas want to know. So Jimmy, welcome to the show. I was just, I don't know what it was a tweet. Oh, somebody tweeted and sent it to me and said, Hatter, could you address this? And I just said, hey, I do the best I can.
Hey man, you can be the biggest asshole. Mm-hmm. You can be the worst ranked academic student of your class. You can you can carry a pistol and leave it in your car at school every day. And if you could play good enough, there's still a coach out there will take a chance on you. So all of this stuff, bottom line, different coach until people come to realize.
That's not a good thing, though, Jim.
That's not a good thing, but it's reality. Okay. There's a coach that will take a chance on you.
But every coach?
There's a coach. And all it takes is one.
Give me a percentage then.
But that's what I'm saying, though. It takes is one that will
So that's not the norm, though.
But understand something. It's normal that one will give you an opportunity.
One out of all the players?
But that's what I'm saying, though. All you need is one coach will give the player an opportunity. Not one player, not one from what's going to be one player all the time like that. So the thing is, until you realize that we grew up on the adage of different strokes for different folks. We used to hear that cliche all the time when we were younger. And it basically means different folks. Now, coaches out there, think of all of the players how to.
So Jimmy, wait a minute. See, coach, hold up, Jimmy. You got to have this stuff now. But you saying it's some coach, you can be the ignorantest ass dude in the world if you can play. But all coaches ain't with that, Jimmy.
All coaches, the majority are not. But it's going to be, understand, put it like this. There's one coach out there will take you if you've been accused of sexual assault. Somebody may give you a chance, and they've given kids chances before. Let's call them second chances. There's some coach out there that would say, you know what? I wouldn't dare touch a kid that had a sexual assault. That ain't my thing. But you know what? I'd take an armed robbery. Then there's another one that say, I would not take a sexual assault or an armed robbery, but I'd take that little, man, that wasn't nothing but 4-5 weed squares he got caught with. I'd take 4-5 pills he got caught with in the car. And they say it wasn't his anyway. So I'd take the possession of a controlled substance. See, then there's some that say, I wouldn't do neither one of those three. There's other fourth coaches say, you know what? My ethics are better than that. I would not take one of those. I would just take the one who stole his mama's credit card and went and ran it up, or his uncle or stole, you see where I'm coming from? It goes on and on. There's one that will give a chance on different things. It ain't, it's sad, but it's true.
And and I'm glad you brought that side. Cause I'm going on this side because I wouldn't take one of them zombies. Excuse me. If I'm trying to keep my job, Coach Jimmy, Mr. New Mexico State, he did a lot of what you was talking about. The coach at New Mexico State, he had a team full of them deviant behaviors. And guess what? Look what it got. They were losing and they acting up.
Okay, well, we just had a young man that is coming in town this weekend with the shirt that you're wearing right now, DeAndre Williams. He played alongside J.J. Caldwell in high school. J.J. Caldwell signed with Texas A&M out of high school at home school from Satch Academy. J.J. Caldwell got in handcuffs twice.
But DeAndre didn't.
Hey, hold on. I'm saying I'm identifying DeAndre played alongside this young man. I'm giving you the people.
Why you using DeAndre name? That's the second time you use his name in a negative manner. I'll have to watch your ass.
No, that ain't a negative manner. It just mean that was one of his former teammates. So it's one of his former teammates.
Well, let's just talk about J.J. Caldwell.
But so J.J. Caldwell, did he not? Okay, he got a second chance at one school. Then he got another charge. He went to where did he end up at? New Mexico. Was it New Mexico?
It's one of them New Mexico. I forgot which one it was.
It was one of them.
Oh, he played at State too, Jimmy, they say.
State, okay. Ironically. Was that same AD there back then? Because he's getting a lot of defense right now. The preacher, the deacon, everybody says, oh, he's such a great guy. But if his ass was on the watch back then there's a pattern. And remember now, one thing about New Mexico State that I do know, they were one of the few schools that accepted players who, what they call them, the old Prop 48 recently.
Okay.
They accepted the Prop 48s.
So you just had to sit out a year to become academically eligible.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Jabari Rice go there?
I don't know.
So it's at University of Texas right now. I think that's where he went before taking his fifth year at the University of Texas. And when he left out of Marshall High School, I think he was a prop, one of those up under that clause.
So how do we help them? Honestly, they deserve it.
If they're good enough, somebody
wait a minute. Kim, they deserve a chance. Are you giving them a chance? What do you mean by deserve a chance? See, Kim, I look at words. I would give them a chance, but deserve a chance? So you deserve a chance to come back and molest my son? You deserve a chance? Another chance? You deserve a chance to come back and take a pistol on the road and leave your team where you don't supposed to leave your team to go meet a girl to get you some and shoot up and kill a boy? You deserve? Deserve? That's a hell of a word. Deserve now. I don't know about deserve, but I mean we give them chances. Because your talent, Jimmy, what's that word you just said? Your talent got to outweigh your problem. Your problem, something like that y'all used to say.
Yeah. And once it doesn't anymore, you're expendable. And that's the thing. A lot of people would take, and understand, a lot of cases, guys, these college coaches aren't just sitting there numb and a player like that just comes about and they say, oh, I take him. Most of the time, there's a relationship that serves as the buffer, that serves as the person of influence that will get that college coach to take a chance or do him a solid and take my ex-player or my ex-star. And normally it's somebody's going on somebody's word. It's no most of the time There's a player. Chris Walker can man, this is of any days he could be on the Chop Shop now and give you guys several cases in point and testimonies of kids that he had under his Chris Walker Academy, under his T-Mac All-Stars, under his all of his when he had the sneaker deals and before then back in the days. Whereas there were kids he had that got in handcuffs. There was kids he had that had cases. There were kids he had that had committed infractions and or caused incidents, and still he convinced his bosses to take a chance on them. And one of them was the young man from Bel Air / Cashmere High School, Isaiah Russia.
Mm-hmm. Extremely talented, Jimmy.
Isaiah Russia. Once again, if you could play good
I'd
enough,
have gave his ass a chance now. I'd have gave him one.
See what I'm saying? See?
But he was likable, though.
See, think about what. See, that's exactly what the
he could fool me. I ain't gonna give his ass no second chance, no. Yeah, but he'll fool me the first time.
Okay, but all it takes is one chance from you. Then he'll go to the next coach.
Yeah. I give him that. I give him that.
That's the whole thing. If he can play good enough.
Let me help Kim them out. This dude was so deviant. The coach, check this out. In summer basketball, right? A summer coach, they go to Vegas. So coach said, can't nobody come out the room. Coach said he went and slept on the door of the room. He slept on the door outside. He said Isaiah Russell was so smart. He cracked the door open a little bit, put his hand out there, held coach up so he wouldn't fall. And still got out of the room on coach's ass. The coach said he woke up, everybody in that room was gone. I said, damn, I like him. Hey, y'all, it's crazy, man. That man told me that. The man said the man was just unbelievable. But keep going, Jim. I'm glad you came with a contract.
I mean, and speaking of Isaiah Russia, guys, you don't realize how we're talking about a time where there was no Twitter, there was no Facebook, Instagram. Back then, all you had was maybe Black Planet and MySpace. You had MySpace because there was a MySpace account that was operated by a player named Isaiah Russia that had pictures that looked like Isaiah Russia on this MySpace page back in the days. He came out in 2007. He was teammates at Bel Air with Jay Lucas, who's assistant coach at Duke right now, right? And Isaiah Russia was 6'8.5", 6'9", and he could ball. He was the perfect combination of that roughness, rugged, bully,
and had some finesse.
And could play.
Yeah. Now, I love it.
The thing is, this young man, he also had a life off the court. He came from the Gulf, from the man, what's the name of those projects off Hirsch Road and off Hirsch Road in Kelly? Gulf Coast Arms. I want to say this what they is. Anybody from the northeast side know what I'm talking about 1 mile from Cashmere High School and about 3 blocks from Key Middle School. I think it's Gulf Coast Arms. When Chris Walker went to do the home visit, well, just a regular visit to Isaiah Russia in those apartments, guess what? Isaiah Russia, know what the colors of New Mexico was?
Red
and white. Right. He told Chris Walker and he warned him, coach?
Don't wear no red over here. Show it. I remember that.
Chris Walker is.
Yeah.
Because why? Because Isaiah Russia was a young ranking member in what at that time what was basically the Crips.
The blood.
No, Crips.
Blood is red.
No, he couldn't wear no red over there, Hatter.
Oh, okay. All right.
You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
He couldn't wear no red over there.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
You see?
So
Chris Isaiah Rush on his MySpace page, on that page that represented him, it had pictures of him. And one picture I remember vividly. I never forget this image because it's like seeing it. And it's scarred in my mind. He had holding 2 9mm with the blue bandana on him, with a mean mugging picture. Like, and so this is Isaiah Rush. Nobody messed with him. First of all, he's 6'9", and he had no problem fighting. The thing about Isaiah Rush was it is significant, and the connection is because my mother taught Isaiah Rusher in the 1st grade. Isaiah Rusher used to sit in the back of the class. I often went to her classroom when he was in the 1st grade, maybe once a month. Just stop by, holler at mom or whatnot. Well, Isaiah Rusher, no, I didn't go by that class. Didn't know him then. Mom used to tell me the stories about him. Take that back. So mom would say Isaiah Rusher sitting in the back of the class with this other young kid. And this other young kid was so bad, Heather. I think I've told you this story before. I've never heard this before about another teacher in my life. He was so bad. He was a klepto. Them two together was like Lenny and Squiggy. They were those two dudes on Cooley
High.
On Cooley High. They're the one who beat up and killed Coach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That what these dudes was. But one of them was so much of a kleptomaniac that his mama sold up his pants pockets. The mama sold up all his britches, the pants pockets on his britches. I'm not joking with you. And so this kid was so bad. By the time they got to middle school, Isaiah Rusher went to Key Middle School. This other young man never made it to high school. He got killed in the street. His actions had transferred over. Isaiah was tall enough. He played basketball big enough. So kind of like the streets protected Isaiah Rusher. And he was the one that was supposed to make it on out. And there's one like that in every other community that comes along the way. And I just want to get that story as a blast to the past. Darcy say Stoney and Robert. That's the name.
Stoney and Robert. That's it. Stoney and Robert. Yeah. Stoney and Robert. That's my dude.
And I kind of knew of Isaiah Rusher before he got to high school. Because my mom, that was so fascinating about the young man who had his pants sold up. Then when he got to high school, before then he got killed shortly after elementary. And mom was telling me about this Isaiah Rusher kid. Then I think mama found out, saw him on one of the magazines when I'm writing about him. And she would be like she was my editor back then. So mom would always read the magazine before we go to print. And that was her thing because she was an English major. And she would let me know. That's why I had to put all the commas here and this and that back in the old days. But anyway, great story on that. But my point was there's kids out there, multiple kids out there on a lot of rosters that have been in handcuffs before. But the thing is, a lot of times that AD would let that head coach know, if we hear a peep out of this one kid, it's on your ass. You going along with him. Then there's a president that might tell the AD, if you hire this coach, or you allow this transfer to come through, this is on your ass. If we hear a peep out of that coach or that kid, you're going. So it's a lot that goes on in the area, man. A lot that goes on. And what else we got? What else we got out there?
You can just go on cap events. You can cap out off your events. The middle school stuff if you want to. We talked a little bit about the baseball.
You talk baseball? You talk baseball?
No, the Cactus Jack. Anything got to do with black? The Cactus Jack. I don't care nothing about nothing but cat.
You talk baseball?
But I'm watching these moves that your boy Crane making, and Crane trying to make me like his ass. Many think I was talking about the Astro. He trying to make me like him. He keep on doing stuff for black folk and doing this stuff right here. He gon' cause he had to okay them opening that Minute Maid field up. He had to be on the board, and it's gonna be, and they're gonna announce something this weekend. I can't talk about. Y'all gonna really know why. Probably by Monday, y'all really know why I like Crane. Me and Crane might play a little golf together. Now,
I got two things really quick. Speaking of baseball, I promise you guys, I saw Rod Wells last night at the doubleheader, the Madison and Sterling and the Yates and Wheatley, and which shout out to the Lions. Yates come back. Yates ended up pulling off a tight game. I knew that game had to leave it at halftime. Of course, that was date night, so that was all Sandra was going to take. Was she saw the Madison game. We're going to take 2 games. But anyway, shout out to Yates Lions for that big win. On last night, which
why was it big? What was the big part?
I think in the standings, I think that's 4A, Class 4A, right? Booker T. Washington Fur is the 1 and 2 seeds. They flipped the coins. They're not going to play a tiebreaker, right? Mm-hmm. So Booker T. Washington would take the number 1 seed. Fur would take the number 2 seed. Well, there were 3 teams vying for those last 2 slots. Yates was 9-5 before last night. Mickey Leland was 9-5, and Wheatley was 8-6. Right? So Wheatley played Yates last night. Wheatley had to win. Right? If Yates wins, it clinches the playoffs for the Lions. They have to play Mickey Leland on Saturday, right? And now the loser of that game, the winner of that game will get the 3rd seed, the loser will get the 4th seed. So because Yates is now they're 10-5. Now I take that back. Yeah, that's right. Mickey Leland is in. Wheatley is out because Mickey Leland swept Wheatley this year. So that's the thing. That win last night it gave Yates a berth into the playoff, which let me tell you something. Although Yates lost one of their starters, the 10th grade kid, nicknamed him Gucci, he bumped into a referee a few games ago.
Not Gucci.
And got suspended from the team. That's news. If you do something like that, then it's news. If you're a starter, if you're ranked, if that's the case and you don't want to be talked about in that fashion, if you do something and create news, then don't turn down and deny and ask, please don't rank me. Put it like that. That way now you don't have the ink so people don't know about you. That spot can go to somebody else. But this young man of the team, but let me tell you something. If you haven't saw Yates in the past month or in the past couple of weeks, they have a big old sucker in the paint. I sucker mean the old slang, guys. That's old 70s slang. Like, I'm going to get you, sucker. So they have a big young man in the paint. Big means for 4A basketball. He's probably about 6'6", 6'5", but he weighs about 250, and he can go and get them rebounds. Big difference maker for the line. So what that means for them is they can be one of the best 4 seeds or 3 seeds in all of 4A. That classification for that Region 3. Those playoffs are going to be good. That means Fur, once again, could be on track to meet Silsby in the 3rd round, just like they did last year. And if you guys don't remember, that was a relatively close game against Silsby. They played Silsby in the 3rd round, and I think they played Yates in the 4th, in the round after that. Something like that. So, but it's going to be good playoff. The playoff brackets are now posted, Hatter, on rcssports.com. You guys can go on the RCS Sports website, check out the playoff brackets. We got them on there for each one, Class 6A, 5A, and 4A. And you can go on there and you can see some of the pairings right now, where they'll be playing at, and all of that. You get all that good stuff is located right on the website as we speak. And 1, 2, 3. Now I'm looking at a correction. That's right. They have an adjustments because they did the realignments. So Fur would not play Silsby in the 3rd round this year because they got them. I forgot about the realignment. Think about last year's bracket because last year was before this realignment. You know, remember you got some teams that moved up in classification. Silsby would be, they would not meet Fur unless it became to the regionals. I like that. And they wouldn't meet Booker T unless it was the finals. I like that. And speaking of
so
Booker
do we
T,
have a team that can in each division that got a chance to make it to state?
What you mean? Yeah. Well, yeah, somebody got to make it, but you mean restate, give
I
me.
mean, I'm talking about, do we have a team? So everybody don't have to make it. We can get beat before we go to state, right?
When you saying we, I'm saying when you saying
I'm talking
we.
about the Houston area. I'm talking about the Houston surrounding area.
Oh, the Greater Houston. I mean,
The greater Houston area.
Region 3 is primarily, the thing is, we talking about 4A like that. That includes a lot of those small rural towns. So yes, it's possible.
Do we have a team that can beat a Dallas team?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me tell you why.
Okay, I'm just asking because Paul Miranda came on here running his mouth yesterday.
Okay,
They're going to sweep me.
Don't forget this. Sometimes with certain teams, and I give you guys this right here. Just share the show right now. Let me get y'all, share the show if you haven't done so. I'm going to give you something to understand what I call a range. I do it in rankings all the time. Now I'm going to do it with teams. Watch this. Okay. With certain teams, if they still have the same personnel and they're not depleted by injuries or by suspensions, then you go and you take that team's best win, right? And you compare it with their worst loss. Go pick their worst loss and their best win. So first you focus on the good. That means because now the worst loss really is nil. What I'm about to talk about really is non-applicable. The best win for Booker T. Washington had, they beat Beaumont United at Beaumont United. They're the only team that has beaten Beaumont United all season. Right? So Booker T. Washington's best punch knocked out Goliath.
How bad they beat him? Not much, right?
No, they beat him. It wasn't no need to foul at the last 2 or 3 possessions. They beat him by a few possessions.
Okay.
I don't remember the score. Somebody can look it up. Freedman can pull it up what the score was, but it wasn't. I think they had some distance in there. On the road, that was their best punch. So if their best punch can knock out a Beaumont United at home,
they can beat anybody.
Then you factor in, now I give you, that's a fact, right? Well, they beat Beaumont United. Now I'm talking about the best punch is my opinion, mixed with that on top of that fact. And let me give you another fact. Right? With lesser personnel, that's what I'm saying. With lesser personnel, that means they had kids still on the football field. Booker T. Washington had a lead on Dallas Fate Family by 15 points. I say it again. They led Dallas Fate Family by 15 points. They lost the game, Booker T. Washington did. Fate Family eventually came back, erased that deficit, chipped away, came on back, won the game in the season opener, right? Well, that punch that Booker T. Washington threw enabled them to go ahead of Fate Family by double digits. That was without 2 key football players. So once again, you start thinking about their best punch. How you couldn't dare say that Booker T. Washington doesn't have the potency to beat the team. That was before. Now they learned their lesson. They lost that game, okay. But then you went back a month later and beat Beaumont United. Now don't get it, I can't hear you.
Here you go. It was a 2-possession game.
2-possession game. I know it wasn't no need to foul at the very end right there. And that was a comfortable win. Comfortable win. So yeah, thanks, Rod Wells. Yates knocked Wheatley out of the playoffs. That was a big win. Big win for Yates, man. Big win. Calvin Murphy III, he played very well in what I saw. His line was on, and he would and he was aggressive. He's always aggressive, but he was knocking down some good shots from all over the court last night. And I saw he might have had 18 in the first half. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know what he finished with, but that was I wanted to get that out there about regarding to the
so
moment.
What about Fur, man? I keep people talking about Fur. What's the hell is going on with Fur?
Fur is a very intriguing team. They're very good for 4A basketball, and I'm glad they're in the bottom and they're another different quad. I'm looking at the brackets. You can see on rcssports.com. You go over to district standings. The brackets are tucked away. We're talking 4A basketball right now, and Fur is solid. They have a lot of interchangeable parts. A lot of, when I say interchangeable, I mean a lot of guys that are 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", that play up in the same position. That's got good football bodies. They're decent athletes, play at the same speed. They are awesome in regard to that. And updated Doug Jones updating the playoff brackets.
I got something else for you. Here you go. Doug off the chain. Watch it. He says a shameless plug. He was just laughing. But keep going, Jim. Keep going.
Yeah, that's Doug's updated the playoff brackets. I thought I'm trying to figure at some point if for Doug to say that means people don't know what Doug do.
No. He was just messing when you said it. He's a shameless plug mean he just threw it out there like that. That's all.
No, I'm just saying, but a lot of people, Doug, you gotta start letting people know what you do. Letting people do a better job, letting people know what you do. Every morning, I've updated the brackets. Go to the website and check it out. I've updated the VIP news. Go and check it out. If you don't, nobody's gonna promote you better than you. You gotta let people know what you do. And in that way, they'll come and enhance his value. That's all it does. It ain't bragging. Jay-Z let us know what he does.
That's Jay-Z.
I'm just saying though.
Ain't nobody use somebody else. Don't use Jay-Z.
Slim Thug, let us know what he does. Bun B, let us know what he does on those same albums.
I'm the boss of the North. I'm the boss of the North.
South. Boss of South.
Oh, okay. Shit, I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't listen to rap.
The fofo. The fofo. No, the fofos mean, huh? The fofo. Know what that mean, huh? That's a zip code. That's a zip code. That's over there. That's a zip code. Acres Homes. That's a zip code.
See, I didn't know that until
77044. That's a zip code.
I never known that until
sitting on fofos, wrapped in faux Vogues. That's the Vogue ties.
Okay. I didn't know that. Thank you, Stugger.
That's a zip code.
Yeah, I like that.
and speaking
he said, no, Slim Thug is the boss of the North. That was
well, yeah. You're right. The boss of the North Side. Yeah. I'm thinking, yeah.
Okay. I thought somebody correct me on that once.
The North Side, the boss of the North. Yeah. I see
right.
you learning your lyrics. Now, I want to get something else into you guys. Real quick, Rod Wells. That way, I keep my pledge to you. 3 quick things on Major League Baseball. They're starting spring training, and they have 3 major rules changes that will take into effect this year. They've among these rules, they've implemented and tested all of them in the minor leagues last season. And people that wasn't paying attention, like the Sugarland Skeeters, they implemented all these different rules, and they included the shot clock or the pitch clock. So basically now the pitchers will have 30 seconds to throw the ball for a new batter coming up. So when a new batter come to plate, they got a 30-second clock. If there's a runner on base, it would be a 20 second clock between each pitch, right? If the bases is empty, after the first pitch, it's a 15-second shot clock, pitch clock. Now they're going to put 2 clocks going to be in the outfield. That way you got 1 clock for a left-handed batter, 1 clock for a right-handed batter. They'll be somewhere in the alleys of center field. You're going to have one pitch clock behind home plate. That way the pitcher can look down and he's facing home plate. The umpire would have one of those, have a bracelet with a buzzer on it. That way he don't have to look around and take his attention off the plate. It'll buzz him when the clock expires in between it. And he have a little microphone if he want to use it sometimes to say, hey, reset the clock, whatnot. Now, that explains the time. This thing, when they tried it last year in the minor leagues, the average game finished 25 minutes earlier. Remember, one of the things that by baseball, people that's nominal or no fans at all will say that stuff too long. It's too long. So they're trying to find ways. This is a way to speed up the game without question. 25 minutes, that's a half hour. Now they're going to lose on commercials, but that's revenue, but it's going to speed up the game. Now, meanwhile, in regards to the batter got to have both feet in that batter's box now. By the time that count get down to 8 seconds. So if the batter doesn't, now what happens if the clock expires? It's an automatic ball. You got me? So if the pitcher let the clock expires and they only get 2 times to step off the plate. They only get 2 times to step off the plate. Right? To go over the first or to go over the second or to step off and wipe the sweat off their head, wipe that pine tar off from up under their cap or whatnot. What's your guy name for the Yankees? Your pitcher that we had the Astros out of the one that
the B-man.
Cole. The Yankees, not the Mets. Yeah. Cole only get two times to go and dip his little fingers up in that stuff now. Now, next thing is the base is 18 inches instead of 15 inches. And this base now, what it does, is still going to be 90 feet between each base.
But the base is wider.
But between each baseline, the bases is wider. But from first base to second base, right? If you count from the middle of the base, where the line, actually the baseline, the chalk is going to go through the middle of the base. So half the base will be out of bounds now. That way, the reason they done that, I'm not mad at that rule at all. Because far too often we've seen the replays and the first baseman have a foot on the bag, and that runner man came this close to spiking that joker or tearing that Achilles up, running into him or colliding with him. So now you got the runner has base that will extend out of the playing field. Well, it's going to be 4.5 inches closer with those bases from the end of one base to the beginning of another base. Or from the inside of first base to the inside of second base is 4.5 inches closer. That means now that's going to put pressure on back catchers. You should see a lot more stealing. A lot of guys going to get on base, going to be running, but it's going to decrease injuries. That's what the science shows. It should decrease injury. Now, lastly, the third major rule is, which is going to be really fascinating. They need to just go on and call it. What's my big fella name out of my big fella? My big Cuban name. They need to call this the Alvarez rule. From now on, when Alvarez come to bat, he's big, right? Big on the left side. And you look up, Alan, and you got the third baseman playing behind second base. You got the shortstop.
You can't shift no more.
Not only can you not shift no more, both infielders, 2 of them got to be on each side of second base, plus both feet got to be on the dirt when the pitcher goes into motion. When the pitcher goes into his windup, both infielders, first of all, if you want a third infielder, he got to be that outfielder. You follow me? So you can bring your right fielder on, let him play behind one of them second base. If you want to, he got to stay on the grass though. He can play there. You can bring him up all you want to. You can do like bingo long, traveling all-stars and motor kings if you want to. Then bring everybody, let everybody sit their ass down.
Why they changing the rules, man?
To speed up the game.
A shift would help you speed up the game?
I think the shift part ain't gonna do speed up the game. The shift part, somebody convinced somebody that's kind of, see, back in the old days, Adam, when you start thinking about all these other guys and Babe Ruth and Ted Williams, they didn't have those type of shifts. So they had to bet, you had to play defense on them like man to man. Wasn't all these zone defenses in baseball being played back then. So what somebody convinced me is my stats are compared to him. Make this defense play the same type of rules that they had to play under. That's because people didn't have the science to just think about shifting like that back in the days. It was like, I'm playing you man up, but you got to have both feet inside that dirt when the pitcher winds up. So I wanted to get that out there in regard to baseball with you guys. And now, yeah, you're right, Ricky Scott, Luis Garcia from the Astros. He has to change his windup now, Hatter. That rock the baby. I like
that.
You can't. No, it's automatically going to be a ball. Matter of fact, he's not even going to do it. You can't do that no more based on the new rules.
What the new rules say?
You get one move to the side and one move back. Ain't no.
So you can't do this.
Can't do it. You got one move to the side, right, and one move back. So you can go to the side and you can go to the back, and you got to come on with your pitch. So that's the thing. Simeon Sims says, "What position did you play, Hicks? Second base, a little shortstop here and there, but got old.
His ass can't hit. I can just tell you that he can't hit a lick. He'll strike out the softball this damn big, and Jimmy missed the damn softball.
I hit the softball.
You hit one of them, but I saw you. You swung one of them you used to swing like a washwoman. They used to tell me, because I couldn't hit a lick.
I hit the water, though. Hit the water on the next week.
I ain't going to lie. I used to could hit when I was younger, but now I can't. Since I play golf, my golf swing that messed up my hitting stroke.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Did we got somebody? Wait a minute.
Kevin Freeman said dugout.
Dugout. What are you talking about? Dugout. Wait a minute. What did Kunzer? Did you just make an excuse for Beaumont United? Did he just say Beaumont United was adjusting to playing without Arsenal when they played Booker T. Washington?
Yeah, that's what he said.
That was in December when they played.
Yeah.
Do you know how many games Beaumont United had them played by the time they played Booker T. Washington? They were adjusting without. Stop, man. Guess what? It's an L that shouldn't have happened for Beaumont United's sake. You were at home with your referees.
Wait a minute. What you say? Your ref? What you mean by your referee?
They call them different down there in Southeast Texas. I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, they do.
Oh, shucks! Now
I like them.
Like the comedian said, "Oh, shucky ducky." Yes, they do.
Quack quack.
Now, lastly, before we get up out of here, guys, it's that time. And we'll definitely don't forget this weekend, keep all eyes on Texas. I mean, these are lifelines right now because TSU is 5-8, Prairie View is 5-8. But remember, Prairie View holds the tiebreaker over TSU.
Why?
Because they beat them.
But we get a chance to play them again.
I say currently holds the tiebreaker over TSU. Okay. So by the time they play again, Hatter, that game
might be for the marbles.
It may be a play-in game. Or it could be a comfortable game for both of them, and it could be for seeding. So that game, no matter what, it's going to have value.
Jimmy, we got my steering wheel back, Jimmy. I got my steering wheel back, Jimmy. I told you TSU was a Ferrari, coach, without the steering wheel, coach. We got P.J. Henry back, man. P.J. Henry put pressure on these folks' tail out here, Jimmy. I'm trying to tell you now. That dude, I'm going to tell you the truth. I didn't know he was that good. He get better every day.
Well, the thing is, this weekend, Saturday, TSU hosts Mississippi Valley State.
They beat
University, us. And Prairie View will host Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Mm-hmm.
On Monday, they swap opponents. So Saturday and Monday. So once again, well, I'm putting this to the last, understand, I'm putting you guys on alert right now. If you still, because the regular basketball season is over with this week. So that means most playoff games is on Tuesday. Doug, I hadn't looked at the brackets hard yet. Is there any game on Monday yet? Let us know if there's any game on Monday yet that's been assigned, that's been agreed on. Here's what I'm about to say. If you hadn't attended a HBCU game, some of these young people, if they play basketball and they're in the 11th or the 12th grade, you simply send an email. Kevin Allen, if you're watching, give them the email for they can send, and they can bring those prospects to the game. And each prospects get, I think, 3, him plus 2 tickets, 3 tickets per prospect. You can do this in advance. Understand this. And get that HBCU experience. This is very, very important. And enough people, they don't, you try to see. It's first of all, it's Black History Month, and it feels like it's becoming a cancellation of a sense of Black History Month. You don't even feel the same acknowledgments on abroad. It was because of the fact of some people feel that if they was to talk Black history in a lot of these schools and it isn't part of the script, then you're maybe venturing into this critical race theory. So that's what a lot of people are just staying away from it and not even talking about it. So that means, once again, we felt where was all this energy that was going on a month ago when we saw what Florida and that governor in Florida was doing, or motion to do about thing about critical race theory. We say, you know what? The hell with that. We're gonna start teaching our own. So where's that energy at? Are you tired already after one damn month of teaching your own some Black history? Is that what we're saying? Speaking of Black history, Chris Walker, by way of his Chris Walker Academy, is going to donate $1,500 that will go split between 2 young men, an 8th grader and a 7th grader, who will be playing this weekend, Hatter, at the middle school city championship, by way of whoever writes the best Black history essay. Now, the rules of this essay they're located on the front page of rcsports.com. Got all the details. The who, what, when, where, why. The deadline is February the 28th. So that means the winner will not be announced this weekend during the prestigious middle school city championships. It will be announced after February the 28th. That's the deadline. So it'll be sometime in March, because you got to read all that stuff. Then you got to narrow them down. Then you got to determine a winner. These are Black history essays. The details are on rcsports.com. Mind you, these are back to school scholarships that the monies, that funding, the grants that these young men will receive. I think the 8th grader is getting $1,000 and the 7th grader is getting $500. Hallen's supposed to talk to Chris and ask him why he didn't just make the money even on both of them. He probably forgot to get with Chris.
I forgot to ask him. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I forgot.
But mind you, this is big. This is huge. So that means you must be playing this weekend on one of the teams in order to be eligible to receive, for your essay to count. It doesn't cost anything to enter the contest. The email address, like I say, all of the instructions are located on rcsports.com. That's awesome. Ralph Cooper has came aboard, and he's donating an award for the sportsman of the event for 8th grade and a 7th grade student athlete. and the coach of the event for the 7th and the 8th grade. So Ralph Cooper and his stars of the future, they've stepped on the board. That means he's gave his, and that's awesome to get support from the originator of middle school tournaments, and which was his Stars of the Future tournament.
I'm glad you said something, Jimmy. Speaking of Chris Walker, y'all watch this.
To get to that line, but to be one in front of the others so they can go to Las Vegas.
Watch this.
There's Seth's top 8. As we say, if I agree with you, Seth, we both be wrong. So let's get the coach's version of the top 8. I'm going with Seth.
Just to get to that line, but to be one in front of the others so they can go to Las Vegas.
There's Seth's top 8. As we say, if I agree with you, Seth, we both be wrong. So let's get the coach's version of the top 8. I'm going with Seth.
You like the Bruins?
Yeah, I like the Bruins.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he uses my shit, man.
My question is, why you say "as we say"? Why Chris couldn't say "as Hatter say"? They wouldn't have known who Hatter was.
Yeah, but
some people would have.
Some people.
But
guess what, though? I checked. Guess what he told me? I'm stealing all your shit. He told me, I'm stealing all your shit, and I ain't going to give you no the credit. He told me, though. At least he told me he wasn't going to do it.
You know what? The Cox Pradia law firm represents all cases in civil matters.
I ain't trying to break Chris, man. I ain't trying to do him like that. Hey, no, what? You know what though? It's flattery that he would use it. I mean, that's all. That's all it is. But he told me. He said, "Man, I'm using your shit now. I'm just cute. I'm using your stuff, man." No, it's shoot 1 2 tight. Chris be sharp on that set now. I don't know what y'all talking about. Chris be sharp now. It's gonna be a little snug, but it ain't too tight. But that's all, man. But what else you got, Jimmy, before we get out of here?
I'm just reading some of the comments. And
I had something for you. I had something for you, Jimmy. This for you. Hold on. Yeah,
DeAndre's playing some of the best basketball in the country. DeAndre's playing some of the best basketball in the country. And he's studying more. He's in the gym. DeAndre's playing some of the best basketball in the country. DeAndre's playing some of the best basketball in the country. And DeAndre's playing some of the best basketball in the country. DeAndre's playing some of the best basketball in the country. And he's studying more. He's in the gym more. And he's going out on a nightly basis being,
It mutes automatic. Yeah. That they can hear. I had to turn it. I'm just letting y'all see DeAndre. Look, I'm just letting y'all see him right now because I can't play that music because it's copyrighted music. I can't play it. I can just play what the coach just said, but that's copyright music. I can't play. Yeah, that's all. I just want to show that out. I just want to show it. I just want to.
And that's
this weekend. Wait a minute, that's Sunday, right? That's right, this Sunday.
Yeah.
Boy, there's a lot of stuff going on this weekend, man.
And you see the schedule for the middle school city championship, and you guys now you understand why the schedule is located on the front of rcssports.com as well. You click and you see all of the stuff on the front page. It has the word schedule. Click on schedule, and you guys will see that. And what else I had for? Oh, and you also will note that the Sunday's championship game is at 12 something. Okay. So if you go into the U of H game, that means you got time to come there. This whole event would be over with probably about 1:15.
What time the game? I don't even know what time the game.
U of H starts at 2 o'clock. Okay. So that's about 2:08, 2:07 tip. Ken Gamble say he's not falling out. See, remember I told y'all guys, it's a difference between opinion and fact. That's opinion.
Jimmy, you got your say set. Oh, Jimmy, hold on. Both of them play tonight now, so it can't be no hiccups tonight.
Who they both play tonight? U of H play who?
U of H play SMU, and Memphis play UCF, something like that.
Where? On the road or home?
UH on the road. Memphis, I don't know.
I don't like that. Central. Hold on, they play Central Florida or South Florida?
Central.
Ooh, that's
they'd beat both of them. They'd beat both of them already.
It's a tough game though. It's a tough game. Remember,
they'd beat both of them already.
Central Florida gave U of H the blues.
I mean,
Central Florida tough game.
Yeah,
I had one more thing. for you guys, and I'm looking for it as promised. Here we go right here. Here we go right here. And that is, I promised you guys earlier this week that I would give you the link. I will give you the link to the HBCU All-Star game, right? So, and what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put it on in the Boom Boom Room for YouTube first, and then I will go. What? And I'm doing that right now as we speak, and then I'm going to give it to the Facebook Boom Boom Room, and this is the HBCU All-Star game, which will take place Sunday, April the 2nd, right? And at Texas Southern University. And at 3, I want to say it's at 3 p.m. I hope I got that time right. And all students are admitted free. However, you must register before March the 1st. That is the deadline. And that's the thing. Like I said now, I'm looking at this stuff, and I'm all students, elementary, middle school, high school, prep school, and college. Will be admitted free.
Excuse me.
And the thing is, if you are administrator of a school, right, then you can send an email to Chop Shop Htx at gmail.com, and I can give you the email address to the person for you to send the number of tickets that you want to reserve for your school. That's very important. Once again, I just put it up on the YouTube account. I mean, Fake Boom Boom Room right now. Now I'm going to slide over and post it on the Facebook. Now here we go right now, Ada. And is it on the YouTube, Ada?
I ain't seen it yet.
Okay, there we go. So now, guys, take that, share it.
Oh yeah, that is.
Share it to your people. That's the link. And now, also, if you are a teacher, it doesn't have to wait, and your principal don't have to do it. I'm gonna give you something extra. Let me see how I'm gonna do this. Let's do it like this. I'm gonna give you the email address to directly to the person. If you are a teacher or an educator, and you don't have to wait on your principal or your athletic director, right? Now, I'm gonna send you just this email address. You have to put your name and how many tickets you're requesting for the student. Don't listen to them. Don't fabricate the number, because they have a strict count, a limit they're going to get to. And if you're trying to reserve 100 tickets and you only got 25 people going, kids accounted for, don't do that. You can always send another email as long as you do it before March the 1st, right? And this is the contact person. I'm typing for student tickets. So this is Latoria, and you guys hit Latoria. And if you don't have a means of, there you go. It's in the Boom Boom Room right now on the YouTube. And now I am putting it on Facebook. So y'all take a picture, screenshot with your phone, and you just simply email her and cut right through it. And you can do that if you have multiple. Understand, you could do like Kevin Freidman, even though those kids that he teaches the kids in the SAC, the Breakfast Club, whatever you want to call for the bad actors, you might reward some of those bad actors and say, you know what, you've been all right, man. I got something for you. Have you ever been to Tech Southern before in the gym, attended a basketball game there before? They say yay or nay. If nay or whatever they say, depending on if they're doing okay and they're making progress, reward those kids. They're gonna remember you because it's the reason why a lot of those kids are in those situations in the first place. Because they don't trust, they don't have faith in grown folk. Somebody done steered them wrong, and they just, and then made bad decisions at an early age. They don't get a life sentence for that. So you might inspire one of these young people to realize I got to get my shit together. I want to be somebody. I want to be something. So this is what I want y'all. Karen Freeman's responded to that. He talking.
Yeah, I heard him. They they had batting practice today, Jim. All the schools, all the HBCU.
Yeah. The thing starts tomorrow. They got the celebrity game, I think, today over at the Cactus Jack event down at the Minute Maid. Shit, I forgot to send for a media request. Slide on by there. I want to see TSU play, I think, tomorrow. Good time. He say, can Dallas Carter get by Faith family? Yeah, they can. They come to play. Dallas Carter ain't no joke now. They pretty good. Remember, we saw all of the Houston has seen most of Dallas's best team. Many of them, I don't say most of them, have played at least one game in Houston this season. And I think Legacy, the School of Sports Sciences, is hosting iSchool this evening. I think it's a 5:30 tip. You can go down. That's right in Spring, off the Hardy Toll Road in Aldine, off Aldine Westfield, down there up in that part of Spring. So want to get you guys. That's pretty much it for the day. He say, that's Bill Clapp funeral home number. No, man. I ain't getting nobody number. So I'm looking right now, Hal. That's pretty much it in a nutshell.
No, that's it. I'm out of here.
We got Memphis and U of H at Sunday, 2 p.m. Don't forget to go over and come out and support the top middle school teams in all of the area. They all going head to head, Hal. It's gonna be so cool, man. Them young kids, man. That energy they're gonna be in the building.
It starts on Saturday.
It starts Saturday, 9 a.m. Mm-hmm. The last game on Saturday is 4:30. Then it cranks back up on Sunday. All of bracket play is Sunday. It starts at 8:30 in the morning. Sunday, last game on Sunday is at 12. What is it? 12. I'm trying to find the schedule. Hal.
But I tell you, y'all better download that. Y'all need to download that KTSU app because me and Chatterbox gonna be on the call this weekend, and Kevin Adams. We got two big games. You're right, Jim. I'm just sitting up here thinking about it. The girls start early, and the guys start right behind it on Saturday and on Monday. So let's get the KTSU app, and so you can listen to the game. So. And,
man, download that KTSU app. You guys have it. We put everything in front of you. We put it where the goats can get it.
And Jimmy, let me know who winning. Let me know who doing some damage at middle school. And I might mention them on the air that night.
Hey man, I know that thing. It's always, in the middle school ranks, a lot of people know these kids already. Mm-hmm. That's literally like, and I've heard of one name, maybe heard of two names, maybe. But boy, you get to putting the names with the faces and these schools, and they get to doing. I've heard this Mac Adams Junior High that feeds in the Dickinson High School.
Mm-hmm.
Or they got like 3 or 4 guys that's dunking.
Mm.
They say nobody came within 20 points of them all season long.
Mm.
It's the 8th grade team. I can't wait to see them. Mac Adams Middle School. I can't wait to see them out. They've been talking smack. I mean, we have over, but combined, there's about 16 undefeated teams playing that ain't lost a game all year in this event.
Yeah, somebody just keep me abreast so I can talk about it. If anybody balling, they get the call. So let me know ball. I'm gonna talk about them on when we have a break on the show.
Oh, definitely, man. So that's it, man. We see you guys. Of course, don't forget, we got a lot of reading to catch up to. Go over to rcsport.com. As Hannah just said, Alabama done lost just as I projected they were gonna do. Them rankings people, they got their work cut out for. It's gonna be funny as hell. You know they hoping like hell U of H lose one of these games either today or Sunday. They hoping like hell U of H loses because that means now they have no choice. Well, they do have a choice, but the voters will see how this stuff go in regards to a possible new number 1 team in the country. But Memphis stands in the way of that. If SMU doesn't tonight, and Memphis stands in the way on Sunday. Kendrick Davis comes to town, and it's going to be
that's enough right there. Kendrick Davis is coming to town. He coming to take care of some business.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Keezus, man, if you don't get out here talking about no Roll Tide. The Tide got their ass rolled last night. Yeah. They got rolled last night. I mean, I'm sitting up there cheering for them last night.
Hey. they got rolled. The Tide, man. Hey, I got my Tide colors on right now. I thought it was a funeral for the funeral.
Hey,
they told me it was a funeral.
But, hey, I love that freshman for the Tide, though. Oh.
Which one? They got 2. They got 2.
I'm talking about that one. 24. I'm talking about that boy Miller. Miller is Thriller Miller.
Yeah, but Jaden ain't no punk now.
Which one?
The point guard, the McDonald's All-American.
For Alabama?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Shit. He's starting now. He moved somebody out of the way.
Jimmy. Brandon Miller? Oh, he said they can't win every night. All right, okay, I like that.
Oh, okay.
I like that.
Keep that same energy when the March Madness come around. They can't win every night. They
got it.
You number one. You number 1. You ain't got no business losing. They leapfrogged Alabama over U of H.
Yeah.
See, so when they done that, that means you cannot lose your very next game.
Jim, Tennessee wasn't playing no games with them boys last night.
Say, Tricky Ricky got dead in that ass.
Stand him.
Tricky Ricky got DOYA, dead on your ass.
They did last night, man. They were whooping up on my boys last night. And Alabama usually be whooping up on other teams. And then, hey, man, you know who the luckiest team in the world? Who I just can't. Texas A&M. Got to be the luckiest.
Who they be last?
You know what, Keezus, I like that kid. Keezus said, look, quit playing around with him. Talking about that mess. Yeah.
And that was in December, man.
You just said December, that count. You just talked about, wait a minute. You just said it count back for.
Nobody remember what they ate for breakfast. Nobody remember what they ate for breakfast. Only what they ate for dinner. That was breakfast. I don't remember what I ate for breakfast yesterday.
Hey, man. Hey, Houston is popping this weekend. Houston popping so bad this weekend, I'm not going to Utah. Houston is popping so bad this weekend. Utah, y'all got to, hey, y'all better be good. TSU, if I wasn't calling these games, Jimmy, I'd be out there on that Park City on them slopes. I'm just going to tell you. My friends out there right now talking about, man, what you going to do? I said, I can't do nothing. Because, Jimmy, ain't nowhere in the world. They talking about, we'll just fly out late after TSU game. I said, dude, I got to come back on Monday. No, man, I ain't coming way out there and we'll come right back on. No, man, I got work to do, man. But, boy, Jimmy, you just don't know how bad I want it. But guess what? I might go out there Tuesday. Might go out there on Tuesday, y'all. Yo, hey, I might be doing the Chop Shop from some slope out there. How about that?
See, they don't start back playing. They get a whole.
Yeah, I ain't worried about them.
They don't start back playing the next Thursday.
Yeah.
The next Thursday. They used to play sooner than that. Remember they made the schedule? They gave them a whole week off this year.
What? Guess who might be in town all week? James Harden might be in town all week. It's finna be all around this joint. Oh my God.
There ain't gonna be no $1 bills at the bank. Not gonna get changed.
It's gonna be
Not gonna get changed for the dough. For the dough, all the $1 bills gonna be gone at the bank. All the dollar bills gonna be gone. Man, that's cold, man.
Somebody talking about Buzz can coach. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he can coach. All right, man. Let me get out of here.
Who did A&M beat last night?
Man, they beat Arkansas, man.
Wow.
As good as Andy Black is, Andy Black ever get a shot, it's gonna be lights out. If he can ever learn how to shoot, it's gonna be lights out.
Well, them pros, so I'm looking at the score.
Nick Smith played.
Iowa State beat TCU last night.
Oh, they beat the brakes off them. Jimmy, TCU ain't TCU. They ain't got their steering wheel. Come on, y'all keep thinking this stuff. Them point guards don't matter. Them boys matter, man. That Michael Miles is one of the best players in the country.
Woo, man. I'm looking at that, man. That's so
PJ Henry. That's all I can tell you.
I thought you were going to say another PJ. I'm like, well, that PJ there.
No, I ain't talking about PJ Haggard. No.
Yeah, he remember I told you now, several coaches have told me that John.
Well, if you ain't gonna tell us what they said, I don't even want to hear it, man.
John Uri's asking them do what they take him. Are they interested in PJ Haggerty? So I mean, you're shopping him around. I was just wondering if the parents know or if they authorize him to shop them around. But Texas A&M is 11-2 in the conference. Mm-hmm. That would be first place.
Jimmy, I'm telling you that. They were getting their head tore off in non-conference.
Alabama's 12-1. That was their first loss last night. So A&M is in second place.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I like that.
I don't.
I like that. So let's look at the schedules. What's coming up next for the Aggies? Wait a minute. They're 19 win. Missouri on the road. Then they play at home against Tennessee on the 21st. What day is the 21st, Hatter? That's Tuesday, right? God dog it.
They play Tennessee.
They play Tennessee at home on Tuesday.
Okay.
Then they go on the road. Then they go on the road against Mississippi State on the 25th. Mm-hmm. They play at Ole Miss on the 28th, which is the following Tuesday. The 25th is a Saturday. And then they play at home on March the 4th. That might be the same day. That's the same day TSU play Prairie View. God dog it, they play Alabama. They play Alabama. So you can get Key just come on down there and stop at Prairie View, go on down to the A&M, watches Alabama. Watch Alabama play the Aggies.
Hey, man, college basketball is off the chain this year. I'm just telling you. The Bama Slammer. Man, let me get out of here, man. I got to go, man.
You got to get up out of here, man. Y'all share the show on your way out the door, man. And we'll see you guys on Monday, man. Peace. We up out of here. Chop Shop.
I hit the button.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.